No, we signed and contracted to do a rematch, and that's what it is right now.
Do you know when it's going to be, when we can hear?
I don't got no date right now, but I know that's the next fight that Terence Crawford.
How long do you think it will be before we have some news about that?
I don't know. It's still up in the air, given the
first male boxer, undisputed, in any division in the 4-belt era. And I honor, that. And if he was to come to me or activate his...
it could happen. Why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great, So, I'm with it. So, I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him.
The boxing world is in chaos once again. Just when everyone thought Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. had moved on with their careers, talks for a rematch have suddenly come alive. This isn't hype. This isn't rumors. Real conversations are happening behind closed doors. Both fighters have spoken publicly, and the pressure is building fast, especially with Crawford already questioning Spence, his legacy, and where he stands in the sport today. Here's everything you need to know.
That immediately after that fight, but now time has kind of ran its course. I don't want to see Errol. I just don't want to see Errol be done like that again. That's all. And I believe Errol Spence is a generational talent. Great.
Crawford and Spence have never been the type to stay silent. Now that talks are heating up, so are they Spence, who hasn't fought since his brutal loss to Crawford in 2023, wants this rematch badly. He claims the first fight didn't tell the real story, insisting that draining himself to 147 pounds left him with nothing. Meanwhile, Crawford keeps reminding the world what really happened that night. 3 knockdowns, total domination, a one-sided performance. But Spence refuses that narrative. He believes that at 154 pounds, everything changes.
Because I don't want to personally, we talking about what we want to see. I don't want to see it. Because I know what it's going to look like. The same as it looked last time.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Errol Spence wasn't the same.
What was wrong with him?
He looked slow. He looked he looked sluggish.
Why?
I can't tell you. I wasn't in camp.
At the division, he dominated for his entire career. All of a sudden, when it came time for this fight, he looked different. Why?
I wasn't in camp with him. I can't tell you. I don't know if his body finally broke down for being at 140.
This whole rematch drama actually started the moment Spence activated the rematch clause after losing in July 2023. But the contract was clear if neither fighter submitted written notice, claiming they couldn't make 147 pounds. Then the rematch must happen at welterweight. Spence never submitted that notice, yet he kept demanding 154. Crawford refused. And why would he? He just dominated the first fight. That disagreement created the first major roadblock.
But weight can be used as an excuse and sort of say, I don't feel like it. Like, I'll go up for this guy, but not another guy. So, that's sort of the spirit. The language is very, more precise and very definitive. But the concept is, out of fairness, is, let's not be.
Then came the delays. Spence's eye surgery, recovery time, and questions about whether he could return to elite form. While Spence recovered, Crawford kept moving forward, even winning another belt at 154 against Israel Madrimov. Whenever reporters asked him about the rematch, he barely responded. No, he said, simple, dismissive, dun-da, and at that point, most people believed the rivalry was officially over. But everything has changed again. Crawford isn't shutting the door like before, and Spence is applying pressure at every opportunity.
I want your reaction. Is an Errol Spence rematch on the table still, or
nah?
All right, we're gonna wrap this. I have to tell you.
Fans are split. Some believe Spence deserves another chance, arguing the weight cut destroyed him. Others say that's just an excuse, and the outcome would be the same no matter the weight. This has gotten personal. Spence accuses Crawford of avoiding him, acting like the first fight never happened. Crawford fires back even harder. You had your chance. You got dominated. You didn't even belong in the ring with me.
I believe that the fight would have went that way regardless, because stylistically, the fundamentals on that level, Crawford is just outclasses Errol Spence in every single category.
The tension is real, and it's getting louder. But now both fighters are making one thing clear. They're ready to run it back. Spence says Crawford never fought him at full strength and promises to prove everyone wrong. Crawford laughs it off. He believes Spence is overrated, predictable, and that a second fight would end even faster. Both sides are talking, both want it. And for the first time in a long time, this rematch feels real. But the storyline just took an unexpected turn.
47, but I'm sure he probably gonna push the weight up, but there's not gonna be no change in the decision. The performance still is gonna be the same. Might be even a little bit better. So, he might want to watch out before he activate the rematch.
Terence Crawford and Shocker Stevenson, usually extremely close, are now clashing over one thing: Errol Spence Jr. Legacy. Crawford has sparked controversy by questioning whether Spence even deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Stevenson strongly disagrees, and their difference in opinion is fueling a massive debate among fans and analysts. Crawford's comments came during an appearance on the Pound for Pound podcast with Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo. When Spence's legacy was mentioned, he didn't hold back. Crawford argued Spence doesn't measure up because he only competed in one division.
Let's go! As you can see, man, breaking news. Errol Spence then activated that rematch clause to fight Terence again, right? Let's be honest, we all saw the fight. Crawford beat boogers out.
He acknowledged Spence unified 3 belts and beat top names like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and Yordenis Ugas, but said it simply isn't enough for Hall of Fame status. According to Crawford, a true Hall of Famer dominates multiple weight classes, period. His statement shook the entire boxing community. This wasn't criticism. It was a complete dismissal. Fans, analysts, and fighters jumped in, some calling Crawford honest.
To the point where I moved up in weight and I'm in the same weight as Spence, it's just like, oh man, you ain't fighting nobody. You this, you that, you this, you that. So now they trying to blemish my accomplishment just to boost him up. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna do that. Because I can retire right now and be in the Hall of Fame. He couldn't. Everything that I've accomplished, he's still trying to accomplish. I don't want to sound like I'm hating on him. I honestly don't know if he make it to the Hall of Fame with the accolades that he didn't got.
It was a complete dismissal. Fans, analysts, and fighters jumped in, some calling Crawford honest, others saying he was disrespectful. But the biggest response didn't come from experts. It came from Shocker Stevenson, Crawford's closest friend. In an interview, Stevenson said,
"One of the best wins on your resume, it starts to make people look at your resume with a question mark." Terence Bud Crawford.
He got every belt one by one. I think he's a Hall of Famer. That directly challenged Crawford's narrative. This situation sparked a larger debate. Is Hall of Fame greatness measured by dominating multiple divisions, or by ruling one division with absolute authority?
I went on Pound for Pound podcast and he said that Errol Spence will not be a Hall of Famer. Can you just give me your thoughts on that?
I disagree.
You disagree? Why do you disagree?
I feel as though Errol had a great career. If it wasn't for Bud, he would have been undisputed. So he went and got every belt one by one by one. I think he's a Hall of Fame.
Run was long enough, no Diddy, to automatically put him in the Hall of Fame. He was a very good fighter. If there was a Hall of Very Good, he would be going into that. But Hall of Fame, no. If you were in charge of writing the Hall of Fame speech for Errol Spence, and I was in charge of writing a Hall of Fame speech for Bud Crawford, my Hall of Fame speech, listing my credentials, listing my accolades for Bud Crawford, would sound a lot better than your speech for Errol Spence, bro. Yeah, I don't think unifying and holding 3 titles automatically push you in.
Stevenson believes Spence's run at 147 was enough. Crawford doesn't agree and refuses to back down. Crawford has worked hard, stayed undefeated, and built his legacy. But let's be honest, this rematch drama is also about one thing: money. Big money. And just chasing a payday doesn't automatically guarantee legendary status. So now the question goes to the fans. What do you think? Whose legacy is really stronger? And who wins if the rematch happened? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see who you've got winning this rematch. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, turn on all notifications as the next updates on the story are going to be huge. And you do not want to miss what's coming next. See you in the next video. Round 2 is coming.